I'm going to give you 5 secrets that will guarantee you success on your next romantic date. Success means she leaves curious, wanting more, and thinking of you. By the end of this video, you'll understand what all successful men know. If you don't know these secrets, you will never get the girl. So pay close attention to every word I say, because if you miss even one part of this video, it could cost you everything. You would be surprised how many guys screw up a perfectly good date by simply not knowing these 5 things. Let's get straight into it. Number 1, the power of mystery. Now, the first thing that every guy should know is that girls love mystery. That means if you reveal too much about yourself, you become boring and unattractive. But if you show her just enough to keep her interested, she'll walk away thinking about you all night. Here's how to do it right. A few years ago, I went on a date with this girl I met at a bar. I was talking to her, having a great time until we got to the topic of my job. Most guys will try to impress their date by showing off how important their job is, but I decided to do something different. Instead of telling her that I work as a personal trainer, which is a pretty normal job, I told her that I worked in security. It sounded cooler and more mysterious, which made her more interested in me. This may sound like a lie, but I was just leaving out some information. My job isn't exactly called security. It's just part of what I do. Still, I didn't tell her that. I kept it vague. I remember her asking me things like, "Oh, so like a bodyguard?" And I just smiled and said, "You'll see one day." She laughed and thought it was cute. Later in the night, when I was driving her home, she touched my arm and said, "You're so mysterious." I just smiled. I knew I had done well. Not only did she have a great time, but she couldn't stop thinking about our date afterwards. And we ended up together for months. Girls don't fall in love with guys who reveal everything about themselves on the first date. They want a man with depth, a man who has secrets. When you keep some things to yourself, it creates curiosity in her mind. She becomes more interested in you, and she wants to know more. And that's when you have her attention, is when you reveal little by little, keeping her guessing. So remember, the more mysterious you are, the more she'll think about you after your date. And that's exactly what you want. Number 2, timing control. Another thing that every man needs to know is that controlling the timing is extremely powerful. It will make her question why she can't get you off her mind. Most guys don't understand this, and they end up ruining their chances of having a second date because of it. Let me explain. Imagine you're texting a girl you met on Tinder. You start chatting with her, and everything is going well. You're making her laugh, and she seems interested. Then you make a small mistake. You reply too quickly. You're eager to keep the conversation going, but that's not what she's used to. You see, when we like someone, we tend to be more responsive. We want to hear from them as much as possible. But for girls, it's the opposite. When she's talking to a guy she likes, she enjoys playing hard to get. So if you're talking to a girl and she doesn't reply right away, it's okay. Don't get frustrated or think that she's not interested. Just wait a bit and then send another message. If she still doesn't reply right away, just wait a bit longer and then reply again. This will build tension and make her want you more. You see, when we tease someone, we create a desire for them. It's human nature. We want what we can't have. So if you give her a chance to think about you, she will. The same goes for eye contact. You're on a date with a girl and things are going well. You're talking and laughing and having a great time. Then you start to notice that she's staring at you. You lock eyes for a moment, and you both smile. But you look away quickly. That's a mistake. When a woman stares at you, it means she's attracted to you. It's a clear sign that she wants you to approach her. So when you catch her staring at you, don't look away. Hold her gaze and smile. It will make her heart race, and she won't be able to understand why. Women love mystery, and they love to play games. So if you give them a chance to do that, they will. Just remember to control the timing, and she'll come running back to you every time. Number 3, silent confidence. Have you ever been in a situation where you were trying to impress a girl? Maybe you were on a date or at a party, and you were doing everything you could to make a good impression. But no matter what you did, you just couldn't seem to get her attention. You felt like you were trying so hard, but it was like she wasn't even there. Then you saw him. He walked into the room, and all eyes turned to him. He was tall and confident, and he had this presence about him that drew everyone in. He talked to the girl, and suddenly she was laughing and smiling. It was like she had been waiting for him to arrive. You couldn't help but feel a sense of dread. What did he have that you didn't? How could he just walk in and steal the spotlight? The answer is simple. He was projecting high status through his body language. You see, our body language speaks volumes about our confidence and status. And if we're not careful, it can make or break our chances with the opposite sex. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're on a date with a girl, and you're sitting across from her at a table. You're both eating, and the conversation is going well. Suddenly, she takes a sip of her drink and accidentally spills it on your lap. In that moment, you have 2 options. You can either get angry and yell at her, or you can remain calm and take it in stride. Which one do you think will make a better impression? Of course, the second option, remaining calm and taking it in stride. That's what high-status men do. They don't let little things like spilled drinks get to them. They know how to keep their cool and handle the situation with grace. How do you project silent confidence? You do it by sitting up straight, shoulders back, chin up, and you maintain eye contact with her. You don't fidget or avoid eye contact because that shows insecurity. Also, don't cross your arms because that can make you look defensive or closed off. Instead, keep your arms open and relaxed, which will make you look more approachable and confident. When you project silent confidence, it will draw her in, and she'll be drawn to your strength and stability. It's a powerful tool that every man should master if he wants to succeed with women. Number 4, smart listening. Many people believe that to have a successful conversation, you need to talk more than you listen. However, studies in psychology have proven that this is not true. In fact, it's quite the opposite. People like talking about themselves. That's why most guys make the mistake of doing all the talking on a date. But that's not how you win a girl's heart. You need to make her feel heard and valued. This is what I call smart listening. So here's how to do it. During a conversation, aim to talk only 10% of the time and listen 90% of the time. It might sound like a lot, but trust me, when you do it, it will be very natural. Here's how. When you're talking, say what you need to say, but then ask her a question related to what you just told her. For example, if you tell her you love traveling, you can ask her, "What about you? Do you like to travel?" And then listen carefully to her answer. This way, you're showing her that you're interested in her and that you value her opinion. This is the 90-10 rule. You see, when we talk too much, we come across as self-centered and arrogant. But when we listen more than we talk, we come across as humble and genuinely interested in the other person. And that's what every woman wants in a man. A man who makes her feel loved and appreciated. Remember, smart listening is key to winning a woman's heart. So practice the 90-10 rule and watch what happens. Number 5, intent clarity. This is the last and perhaps the most important thing that every man needs to know. If you go on a date with a girl without knowing what you want, you're doomed to fail. See, women are like cats. They can sense when you're not sure of yourself, and they'll run away. You need to know exactly what you want before you even ask her out. Do you want a casual fling, or are you looking for something more serious? Once you know what you want, you need to make it clear to her. Otherwise, she'll just assume that you're looking for something casual. Let me give you an example. Let's say you meet a girl at a bar and you start chatting with her. You're having a great time, and you're both getting along really well. But before you ask her out, you need to be clear about your intentions. Are you looking for a hookup, or are you looking for something more? If you're looking for a hookup, that's fine. But you need to make it clear to her. Don't beat around the bush. Don't try to be Mr. Nice Guy and just ask her if she wants to go back to your place. But if you're looking for something more, then you need to make that clear as well. Let her know that you're interested in taking things slow and that you're looking for a meaningful relationship. By being clear about your intentions, you'll save yourself a lot of time and heartache. You'll attract the right kind of woman, and you'll avoid wasting time on women who aren't interested in what you're offering. So before you ask a girl out, ask yourself what you want. And once you know, make it clear to her. This is the best way to ensure that you both are on the same page. That's it for now. Subscribe to the channel to see the next best way to level up as a man. Watch these videos here.